so next up is a stake-in U-joint replacement fix for my customer Dave from the previous video. This is another car he has. I know he told me what it was, but I didn't write it on my work order. Maybe it is another Honda, I don't know. I don't recall what it is, but the ask was these staked-in U-joints actually down at that end there. Look like that. Disregard that grease. That's because I dropped it on the floor and it landed right in a big gob of old grease that came out of another slip yoke. That's what it looked like. Red dust came out where there used to be needles. Red dust and crumbs came out where there used to be needles. So you get the idea there. And that was down at that end. That end was locked up severely. Had got out through the cap. It got into the yoke a minor amount, but because these trunnions are so stubby on these little U-joints, they really don't seem to bite into the yoke that bad, and it was worthy of another run. I've seen many of them like that, and have reran many of them for customers. This is basically no alternative except for buying a replacement, which is not as good a quality as the originals, as has witnessed in the last video, because he was on his third replacement, I believe. So this is a valid fix in this situation. If it had been, you know, not worth it, I wouldn't have done it. Center bearing is great. It's quiet. Runs great. I did tune on a little bit at the center bearing area, but I've been using these things for a long time, since the mid-90s, these staked-in replacement U-joints. First on Subarus, and then everything else kind of came along. I literally have done hundreds and hundreds of these, and I don't know, I've lost track, probably more than that even. Had good luck with them. They do have a grease fitting in them, and that's the key to these. There's just has those one style of little 430 series, those little guys that go in there. It's kind of like, I wasn't going to say it was brain surgery, but it's kind of like watch surgery. They're tiny. It is incredibly easy to wreck them. Getting them in, well, getting them out, getting them in, or the yokes and stuff. You got to be really cautious. I've got my tricks and some tools I've made to do it, which helps it, but they're not like putting U-joints in an F-150, let's say that. The result, though, was worth it. That's cruising, that's about 2,800 RPM. Zero, it's got a little phantom flutter there, barely worth mentioning. But there is nobody home. That thing is whipping too. Same thing at the center bearing, dead flat, and at the rear axle. So we're going to say that's a good result for Dave's mystery car. And I'm just going to put some grease in those little joints, and we'll get this whole pile, the package of these two shafts, repaired back to Dave.